Hi everyone, welcome to this new series called as Market Macros with Akshat. Through this series, I would try to present a macroeconomic viewpoint and major buying and selling that is happening in the market and present my viewpoint of what I am doing in the market for that particular week. So I'll try to release this series every Monday or Tuesday. That is the goal. If you like this series, please hit the like button. Super humble request, please hit the like button because it indicates to me that these are the type of videos that you would want me to make. So then I will continue to make this series. So on this quick episode, we are going to speak about three specific points. One, we will take a look at Nifty overview and some of the important indices in the Indian stock market. Then we will speak about some of the bulk or block deals that are taking place. And I will talk about two very interesting stocks. I am keeping a very close look at it. These are absolutely new stocks. So please watch it from that perspective. Third and finally, I will present my viewpoint on what I am doing in the market. Also, a very quick request, please watch tonight's video. Super important video. I am going to talk about a growth industry on which I am super bullish. So with that said, let's get the video started and let's first and foremost take a look at Nifty chart and where we are standing. So Nifty from its peak is still down by roughly 6%, 5.5%, 6%. It went down all the way by 12%. It has started recovering. As I'm sitting and shooting this video on 3rd of January, it has started to recover. So the important point is that still we are 5.5% away from the current peak. And if you believe in the narrative that, you know what, there is nothing fundamentally off in the stock market, markets will recover to its previous potential high, then there is a lot of gains to be made. So that is point number one. Now, this particular bullish narrative is supported by a lot of trends that are playing out in the market. So let me speak about two specific trends. So right now in Europe, if you consider Portugal, if you consider France, if you consider Ireland, all these countries are suffering and are witnessing the worst wave of COVID that they have seen so far. Now, this is really sad news. So from a market point of view, this news has already been factored in. So a lot of people have been messaging me that, you know what, should I just get out of the market because this third wave of COVID is going to create havoc in terms of my stock market returns. So you should not do that. The world is prepared to deal with COVID. There is no uncertainty regarding the third wave of COVID. There is a very clear roadmap. So I don't think the markets are going to fall because of this reason. So therefore, I am very bullish about the market from a midterm to long-term perspective. So now let us touch upon some of the important indices and let us start with the Nifty Bank Index. And here you will see that Nifty Bank fell to its lowest by roughly 17.5%. Now it is back up and now we are away from the top by 11.5%. Good gains to be made in finance and banking stocks if the previous peak is attained. Now the important point is that if you consider this line, this is the 200-day moving average line. There is a good breakout that has happened very recently over the last 3 trading days. So what that means is there is a bullish trend that is happening on the banking index. So good time to be an investor in banking stocks from that particular perspective. Now again, please be an investor only if you're taking a midterm to a long-term view. In the short term, we can't be sure. You have to check on other parameters also. Now let me speak about another important index, which is Nifty FMCG. Now FMCG stocks are still down by roughly 11% from their peak and good gains to be made. But here you need to take a slightly more macro view. The macro view is that a lot of FMCG stocks, be it HUL, be it ITC, be it Dabur, all these stocks have fallen a little bit for the simple fact that there is very high CPI inflation data that is coming in all across the globe, not just in India. And this is something that I have been saying for the last 6 months, that inflation is going to be high in India and other countries, and that has started to kick in. Now, what happens is that whenever the inflation is very high, there is demand suppression that happens, especially in rural economies. So as you might have seen that a lot of companies like HUL, ITC, they are trying to boost up the demand in the rural economy. But unfortunately, because the inflation, the price rise is so high, everything has become super expensive. So people who have limited income, for example, people who are living at the bottom strata of the society, they unfortunately have very little money to spare. So their discretionary income goes down. Now, is this a permanent phenomena? The answer is absolutely no, right? 6 months, 10 months, 1 year down the line, all these stocks are going to come up, will make their new highs. I am very sure about that. Will there be short-term pain? The answer is absolutely yes, that there is short-term pain that is going on right now. The stocks have fallen quite a lot, and this is a great buying opportunity. When will these stocks return to their previous high? No one can say for sure, but will they return in the next 1.5, 2 years? If the economy does not get kicked, then the answer is absolutely yes. these stocks are going to make their new all-time highs. So I am a net buyer in the FMCG industry as well. Now let me talk about the final index that I want to show. So this is Nifty IT index, and you can see that it has given a run up in the last few days. It has gone up by roughly 9%. There is a lot of increased activity in the tech space. Now, I am personally not very bullish about the Indian IT space. I am not a big investor when it comes to investing tech stocks in India. There are multiple reasons for the same. One is the Indian IT space is getting reshaped in India right now. There are big companies like TCS, Infosys. In the short term, they are likely to give a good run up, but the long term perspective from my end is not very bullish on these industries. I personally do not think that IT giants in India will keep on compounding at the same rate as they have done in the past. Now, my viewpoint is very different from Mr. Saurabh Mukherjee's viewpoint here. He feels that TCS will continue to compound at a rate of 20-25% each year. That is his perspective. I completely respect that. I, as an investor, am also entitled to take my own decisions. I personally do not think that companies like TCS or Infosys are going to compound much from this point on at an aggressive rate, the rate that they have shown in the past. The reason, in summary, according to me, is fairly simple. The reason is that there are tectonic changes that are happening in the IT space, be it artificial intelligence, be it crypto-based businesses, be it a range of businesses that are altering. So I don't think that the traditional technology infrastructure that companies like TCS, Infosys have built in the past, they will be able to do it at the same rapid rate. So therefore, I'm not taking much bets on it. I do not have much Indian tech stocks, but I'm very bullish on US tech stocks, and I'm doing majority of my tech investments in the US right now. Now, one very interesting macro trend that is happening for this month is that there is a lot of buying that is happening in the realty or the housing sector, and these companies are picking up. Now, the housing demand is going up. People are looking to buy more and more houses. One of the primary reasons for that is that the interest rates in real terms are at an all-time low. So that pushes up the buying and increases the activity in the housing sector. So from that perspective, in the short term, I'm quite bullish about the realty sector, and I'm looking to take some positions in realty-based stocks. So with that said, let me speak about two very interesting opportunities by looking at the bulk deal and block deals that are happening in the market. So I'll take you to the NSE's website, and here you can check bulk deals and block deals. So here you will see, if I just quickly scroll through it, that companies like Indiabulls Housing Finance is seeing a lot of action here, right? And this is a realty-based company. They give out housing loans. I'll again make a separate video if you want me to make on Indiabulls Housing Finance. But I'm looking at this stock in a very close manner. Now, why am I bullish? So first and foremost, let me just take you to the technical chart and take a look at how much the stock has fallen by. Right now, it is below its 200-day moving average line, and it has fallen by roughly 22% from its peak. So from a pricing point of view, this is not a bad stock. But let us look at it from a fundamental perspective also. So let me just quickly take you to Tickertape, and here you can see that all the bars are green, everything looks good. If we take a look at the performance of the company, it was on an uprun, right? It was on an uprun till 2019. Then 2020 COVID hit, entire real estate sector suffered, and the sales went down. But the good part is that the net income is still positive. So from that particular perspective, it's not a bad company to take a further look at. I'm not saying that go and invest, but all I'm trying to tell you is that right now these stocks are available at a discount. That's a second, realty play is picking up. So not a bad stock to own from that particular angle. Number three, am I taking position in it? Please watch the next section. I will speak about that. All I'm saying is that please keep a track of these type of companies because these become value buying opportunities. Now, let me talk about a second value buying opportunity. And again, let me take you to the block deal first so that you can also understand where am I getting these company data from. The second block deal that caught my attention was a fashion company called as Go Fashion India Limited. So let me take you through the fundamentals of the company. So here you can see that the company revenues were increasing, right, till 2020. Then COVID hit. All the fashion companies suffered. Nothing new there. But the net income till 2020 was still positive. This 2021 net income is negative from the point of view that their fixed cost is very high. They still have to operate their factories and bunch of different things. So therefore, this reflected in the 2021 data. As this data turns positive, there will be increased activity in this stock also. Now, from a pricing perspective, if you actually take a look at Go Fashion, it got recently listed and the stock has fallen by 15%. So it's not an expensive stock from that particular viewpoint. So therefore, I say that, don't jump into buying IPOs. Just look at the performance. Wait it to correct. Majority of the IPOs will correct as the market tanks. So from that particular perspective, this is an interesting stock for me to keep a track of. I'm not saying on either of the stocks that I'm buying. Very, very categorically, I'm saying that I'm not investing as of now. So please don't jump and buy this stock today itself, right? Please do your own due diligence. I'm doing my due diligence. I'll keep you posted on this. But I just wanted to give you a sense that, hey, Number one, realty market is picking up in India. That's a macro trend. Number two, these beaten down IPOs might come back now. So this is a great IPO according to me because it has shown potential in the past. This is a growing company. I will make a separate video on this. Just let me know in the comment box. But very good stocks to track. Keep an eye out. Now comes the final section. What is it that I'm doing in the market right now? So a couple of things. One is that I'm still buying banks. I'm quite bullish on it. I'm buying finance stocks, very bullish on it. I'm looking at India Bulls housing finance very, very closely now. I'm studying the realty sector more. And if I feel convinced, then I'll definitely take bulk positions in this stock as well. Am I selling anything? The answer is no, I'm not selling anything. I'm taking a look at JP Power also. If some of you would have invested in it, we would have been sitting on a gain of 60-70% now. It has given massive run up in the last few weeks itself. So super run up there. It was a value buy. Similarly, I feel that both India Bull Housing Finance and Go Fashion are good value buys, but I'm studying the stock. So please don't jump into buying it. I'll keep you posted. Also watch tonight's video. There is one industry I'm super bullish about. I have already taken some positions. So I'll reveal what that industry is. So please watch my tonight's video and give me some feedback. If you would want me to continue to make this market series video, I'll be happy to do it. Thank you so much and I will see you the next time.